Alright, back for another collection video. This is part 2 of the Nintendo stuff. Last time I went through handhelds and the NES, Super Nintendo, and so on. This time I'll go through the more modern consoles. Now, I don't have any Switch games, which is something that a lot of people would probably be interested in seeing if I had any, but I don't have any of them. Also, I don't have any Wii U. So, like I last time said, I've never been that into Nintendo games. I didn't really have that many of the consoles when I was younger, and so I don't have that many games for the systems. Now, for the GameCube and the Wii, I do have here combined, I don't know how many games, like 30 maybe a bit less. So I thought I'd film just a short one for these. Let's get into it. First up, for the GameCube. And for the American viewers, GameCube games are not as expensive in Europe as they are in America. Like that goes for pretty much all of the consoles. Like the American prices have gone up like stupidly. It's ridiculous how expensive some of the games are, and I would argue most of it is artificial. So these people who are reselling games, they have artificially built this market and this fear of missing out mentality. If a game goes out of print, it will immediately shoot up in price, like double, triple, quadruple in price. So that's ridiculous. We don't do things like that in Europe. So have fun with your systems. I'll have fun with this European stuff that is much, much cheaper and easier to get, right? So first up is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I think there is a modern version of this as well that was quite recently released for the PC and I think maybe PS4 as well. So I've never played this one. It does have very different character design style from many of the other Final Fantasy games. Now, what does this come with? This has the game, obviously. Does have a manual. Oh, there's an advertisement here. Let's take a look at it. Let's put everything else to hold and look at the advertisements. No, there isn't any. It's just a warning thing. Where was it? Oh, it's there. I took the wrong papers. Like, it's this one, right? Double Dash. What else is here? Oh, it's foldable. F-Zero GX. I think I have that one. Yeah, I have that one. Mario Kart Double Dash. Pikmin 2. Soul Calibur. Beautiful Joe. Some multi-platform games here. Twin Snakes. Yeah, some pretty good games. And why does, to go back to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, why is this in this like big box? Well, there are cables and stuff. So there's a Game Boy Advance cable that comes with this. And I think, if I remember correctly, this game had some kind of... This has like multiplayer. Do I remember correctly? This had like a multiplayer mode in it. In multiplayer games, use your Game Boy Advance to control your character and view unique information. Yeah, so this is like a multiplayer game. Final Fantasy title. Then I have the original Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean. I know that at least one person who's watching this video right now is a huge fan of this series. It looks really good. I've never played it. It does have multiple discs. So, a couple of discs here. It does have the manual also. Oh, another advertisement. Let's take a look at this. Pokemon Colosseum, Metroid Prime 2. Some of the same ones as in the last one, but some different ones as well. Tales of Symphonia does have this like Metroid Prime Hunters on one side as well. Yeah, Baten Kaitos JRPG recently released also for the Nintendo Switch, I think, as an HD version. Never played it. Should be pretty good. Then I have here Bomberman Generation, which is a surprise, a Bomberman game. Does this have some kind of a story mode in it? Maybe. Yeah, I played some Bomberman game on the PS1 a lot. I liked it, but many of the Bomberman games are not very good. I wonder if that one is a good one or a bad one. I don't know. Right, a horror game, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. This is one of the reasons why I bought the GameCube. I got it for a pretty good deal, maybe 4 years ago, and I still haven't played any of these games. I should play this. So I really like the idea of this like Lovecraftian style, like psychological horror thing on a GameCube. So should play that one. Right. This was also already mentioned, F-Zero GX, a racing game, complete in box. Then I have a player's choice version of Mario Party 5, complete in box. I've played some Mario Party games, but I can't remember which ones. They're quite similar to one another. Pretty fun. Then I have a do not be sold separately copy of Metroid Prime. So this is some kind of a bundle copy. Complete in box. Then I have Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance with this blue spine. Complete as well. Right. Then I have the original Resident Evil. This is the original remake of the game. So this is not the PS1 version. This is the GameCube version of the game. That the later like PS4 version and so on, they are also based on this one, not the original one necessarily. Really good game. Then I have Star Fox Adventures, another game that I should play. Now this is a Star Fox game, but it's not a flight like an arcade flying game. It's a 3D action platformer, complete as well. Then I have another Star Fox title here, Star Fox Assault, which is one of these flying combat games. Does have some like this has some Five Nights at Freddy's or maybe the original Sonic movie design for Sonic vibes with the teeth. Right, then I have an American copy of Super Monkey Ball. Now my GameCube is chipped, does play all games from all regions, so I can play this as well. Super Monkey Ball, this is one of the great all-time great Nintendo games, just in general. Super Monkey Ball on a GameCube, this is really, really good. And then I have a couple more here. I have Tales of Symphonia, which I've played on a PS3. Never played this GameCube version of it. I think this is the original version of it. There are some differences to the PlayStation 3 or the other release versions of it. And then lastly, for the GameCube, I have Wario World. So as you can tell, I'm missing quite a few important games here. This is complete as well. I'm missing all of the Mario games, pretty much, except for Mario Party 5. And that sucks, but, what can you do? Let's put it like this. So that's my GameCube collection that I bought just in time by complete accident before the GameCube prices went up. So I didn't really pay that much money for this. I think everything here, plus the console, plus 2 controllers, and I think there were a couple of memory cards as well. One of them original, one of them like aftermarket. And I think I paid combined for all of these maybe like 120 euros. So some of these games themselves are ridiculously expensive now. So really glad that I got lucky with that one. Let's move on to the Nintendo Wii then. How many games do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games here. So another smaller collection, but I think the quality is pretty good here. And as I say that, I see that the first game here is Disaster Day of Crisis. So not starting off very strong, but it will get better from here, I promise. Raymond Bryce is about to have one hell of a day. Yeah, so this is like... I'm not sure if this is like a proper disaster report title, but it's similar to that. So it's a game where like disasters are happening and you're trying to survive. Shouldn't be the best game, but you know, what can you do? It sounds like a stupid fun game, so that's the type of thing that I like. Let's put it like this, right? Next up, I have here Dragon Quest Swords, The Masked Queen, and the Tower of Mirrors. Now, those who watched the last Nintendo video and have watched my other collection videos, I don't have that many Dragon Quest games, to be honest. I only have a couple of games in the collection. I really like the art style a lot. Rest in peace, Akira. What is his name? Toyoyama? Something like that. I triggered a lot of people by not remembering his name correctly, if that wasn't the correct name. Yeah, but the guy who created the art style for this, and Dragon Ball and so on. Then I have a sealed copy of Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon, a Final Fantasy spin-off title. I don't know anything about this, but it's sealed, so that's pretty cool. Then I have here a puzzle game called Kororimpa, ball rolling maze game. Has this fun miniature, like mini item, like arts and crafts style. Yeah, looks pretty fun. Then I have Mad World, which is one of these games where Nintendo tried to appeal to the more mature and edgy audience with this black and white, really violent and gory game. Mad World should be pretty good. Then continuing on with the blood and violence, I have a copy of Manhunt 2 here. I've been trying to get the PS2 version of this for years and years, but I never get it for a price that I'm comfortable with. So I only have this Wii version, but I like the idea that this ultra-violent, like extremely banned in multiple countries, like snuff film-making horror video game was released on the Nintendo Wii, which is by far the most family-friendly Nintendo console ever released, probably. So I like the idea of having a game like Manhunt 2 on the Wii. So happy to have that one in a collection. Then what is this? Mercury Meltdown Revolution. This has to be some kind of a puzzle game as well. Yeah. Some kind of a puzzle game. I don't really know anything about it. Next up, I have a Wii copy of Metal Slug Anthology. Also have the PS4 version. Now, I don't know if this is better than the PS4 version or if the PS4 version is better, but I don't know. Pretty much all of these anthology collections from Metal Slug, I think, have problems with input lag, so I don't really know if this is a good version of it or not. Right. And then I have Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, so I'm missing the second game completely. I should get the trilogy box for the Wii maybe at some point and play through all of them, but yeah, that one. And then I have a couple of Mario games here. Mario Galaxy, just a classic game. I haven't been opening these cases, but these are all complete in box. I only buy complete in box games for the Wii and the GameCube. So, and then I have this cardboard limited edition of Mario Galaxy 2 that has like a DVD that comes with it. That has the game. Is there anything extra inside? Nope. And it has this like beginner's instruction DVD with it. Interesting. The box is in really good shape. All the corners are in really good shape. I always get excited when I see like excellent condition or older games. And then thirdly, Super Paper Mario. Now I've heard that this isn't the best Paper Mario game, but it's still a Mario game. It's good to have in a collection. Then I have one Zelda game here. So this is Twilight Princess. And to shock people, I have to say that I haven't played any Zelda games. Ever. I haven't completed any of them. I've played Link to the Past. I've played the original. I've played a little bit of Wind Waker as well. So I've played a bunch of these, but I've never finished any of them. So that's Twilight Princess. And then to end, I have 2 more games here. So this is a short video. That's all right. Zack and Wiki quest for Barbados Treasure. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this one. So this is like a third-person action platformer, I guess. Looks pretty great. And then lastly, the greatest game in my collection. This is Wii Sports in a cardboard holder. So there's that. Just throw it there on top. And that's the Nintendo stuff that I have. Now, at the end of the last video, I lied because I said that this was going to be the last one. I have one more collection video to come. I was debating internally if I wanted to film a video about Xbox 360 and PC games, but yeah, I guess I'll do it. There are some interesting games in there. I have, for example, some Japanese PC games that some people may be interested in seeing, so I'll film one more video where I go through these old PC games that I've saved from way back in the day when people used to buy physical games for the PC. And I'll do the Xbox 360 in the same video because there just isn't enough content for separate videos. So the last video for this mainline collection stuff is coming up in a couple of days. So look forward to that, and I'll see you then. Bye.